Never be afraid of being women, and never be afraid of being ambitious and look for power. We have been educated to be nice, but not actually educated to be successful. The Gender Summits, the European Gender Summit, started last year. It is not only important, I think it's crucial that not only we attend, but we support it. It's one way to translate words in action. Change of ideas, but at the end conclusions that have to be put it in the to-do list of the politicians and any position with leadership around Europe. I think that's the most important asset of these gender summits. I think that already the gender summits has achieved quite a lot since last year, because the gender is already on the agendas, and we heard the speech from the commissioner, and you can hear that many others are putting in place programs. What we could achieve now, and I hope that we will do it, is that the message on gender is actually not anymore about gender, but you use another not so, how could I say, words being used too much are wasted. And gender, it's a little bit that. And I hope that this summit provides key messages that we could use to explain clearly to the society and to the politicians and policymakers why the gender is so important, without actually having to say gender. Because when we talk about gender, immediately our brain, our way of thinking, started to have a precast thoughts about what gender is, and that's a pitfall that we have to avoid. So it is very important to communicate, and I hope that this gender summit allow us to get key words, key sentences that are easy to communicate what is the gender issue about. Well, I have to say I might have my own example to start with. I mean, I'm the first female president of this oldest organization in Europe, 40 years old, and just for once I'm the first female. But what really is important is that I'm not the first female. I am the first female because of the composition of the committee and of the panels and everything have changed, and more women are there, so our percentage is important. If you are a female, a woman, getting in these leadership positions, but you become like a flower-based. So here we are, don't talk about gender, we have one. That doesn't make any difference. You have to be the product of already a structural change that has happened. So that's one thing. Never go for a woman being used as a flower-based. Get really the basis, which is many women everywhere. And we have to go for it. Many women we have leadership positions actually have the psychology of a man, or they behave like a man. That will not give an example. You have to keep being a woman.